But fortunately, when the summer lockdown did ease, it went ballistic. It was absolutely fully booked, and I made all of that money back in spades and more. But the NGDV is $500,000 plus. My JV partner, who's funded the whole deal, should get all of his money back. Don't be led by shiny penny syndrome, which a lot of us are guilty of here. I was one as well. It's very dangerous to go down these multiple different avenues, I think.
Let's put our hands together for our next person, Phil!
Hi guys, thank you very much. Can I just say it's an absolute pleasure and privilege to be here talking to you today. I really genuinely didn't think I would make it to the top six, sorry. So, particularly if you roll back 6 months ago, when Mastermind should have ended for us, I was in a really bad place. You know, I hadn't done anything other than bad deals, bad property negotiations. I hadn't made any money whatsoever. So everything you're looking at today has all happened in a really short time, and really it's come to a head in the last couple of months when these deals that I've been working on in our property pipeline have all started coming through and have landed now. So, you know, the first key lesson straight off is you guys are all primed. Everyone on the Mastermind group today, you're all primed. You've learned so much. Even if you're a little bit disappointed with what you've achieved to this point now, you're ready to make the most of that next opportunity. So just think where you could be in the next 6 months, similar to where I am now. So before Mastermind, I had a full-time job working on wind turbines. Now the real reason why I'm a driving force to join Mastermind was to spend more time with my family. It's a great job that I had on the wind turbine farm, but it took me away for weeks on end, often months, and I was missing these beautiful girls of mine growing up. So I really, really wanted to get a good cash flow business so I could replace that income as quickly as I possibly could. So before Mastermind, the only thing I had, the only property knowledge and experience I had done is this interesting rent-to-rent deal on a piece of land that I put a single yurt on and created Peak Yurts, a glamping site in the Peak District where I live. So I just had a little taste of what sort of property and investment could do. But since Mastermind, I am now full-time property. I've managed to replace that income. It's all happened very quickly in the last few months, but I'm no longer on a wind farm. I'd usually be there right now, earning my money. I probably wouldn't be here speaking to you today because I'd be busy in my day job. And we started UK Breaks. So our strategy essentially is luxury holiday lets, home staycations, holiday accommodation. It ties in really well with Peak Yurts. That brand was initially a brand called Derbyshire Breaks because I live in the Peak District, and we had a couple of deals in Derbyshire. But we've quickly outgrown that now, and we're now UK-wide. We've got lots of deals coming in all over the place. So to future-proof the business, I built a brand called UK Breaks, which we're kind of working on now and improving at the moment. So the idea is, whether you're staying in one of our luxury holiday homes or a glamping site, you can go to UK Breaks, and both websites are linked together. Now, another thing that you guys might not realize, I've spoken at 24 PIN meetings this year, either as the main speaker or the first speaker. Now, this is another opportunity that COVID presents because the PIN meetings went on Zoom online, and that allowed me to get myself out there throughout the UK to loads of different places that I'd usually have to drive to present to, whereas on Zoom I could do it from my own home, or often I was doing this while still working on the wind farms in the evenings after my day job. That's really helped establish my name, get credibility, and find JV partners to invest in these deals with me. And I've got more time for hobbies. That's coming. I'm very busy, but I have got more time for hobbies coming. And the other thing that a lot of you might not know is that I also write for YPN magazine now. So I've got deep networking. I do the interviews and the podcasts, and I write in that magazine nearly every month. Annoyingly, this is the first month that I'm not in it, but it's great for me to really learn other strategies and continue the networking. So this is a case study. We're going into that now. This was initially a rent-to-rent. Now, I took this on in the height of COVID during the first lockdown. This landlord had a problem in that it was a holiday let and it was empty. He wanted to sell, but he couldn't sell. No one was able to view it. It's 10 minutes down the road from where I live, so I could go and see this, and I saw it was a great house. It actually had £8,000 worth of booking in the summer calendar, so I was taking on a property with good bookings coming in. But because it was COVID, I took a big risk. I really didn't know it was going to work. I had to lay out a lot of money for the deposit, the rental up front, and it was empty for 3 months. And I was really worried. I was thinking, oh my God, I've just thrown all this money away. What a nightmare. But fortunately, when the summer lockdown did ease, it went ballistic. It was absolutely fully booked, and I made all of that money back in spades and more. And this property really directed my strategy. I was going, okay, this works. UK holiday lets are a great thing. let's just go do more of that, which is why that's all I'm doing now is just holiday lets. And we've been, since then, building a pipeline of stuff to come through for this summer. And because I'd run it for a year already, I had a good Airbnb profile. I think it was 4.94 out of 5 on Airbnb. So I could show the investors that I was attracting, that I knew what I was doing. I knew I could run these things. I've got the Peak Yurts glamping site as well. Finding a JV partner actually was relatively easy for this. So we purchased it for 292, even though it's a rent-to-rent. This only came through a couple of weeks ago even. And on my personal funds I invested is £15,000, part of the deposit. The JV partner funded the rest of that deposit, and the deal is I will run it from there on in. But my personal income from this will be £20,000 gross. Obviously that is gross. There's some cost to come off from that. There's plenty of profit there for me, which is great. So this is the next one. This is even closer. The last one was 10 minutes down the road in a lovely village called Hayfield. This one is 100 yards from my front door. I've been walking past this property for years and years. It was sourced direct to vendor because the vendor knew my kids. They see me walking them to and from the nursery every day. I built up a great relationship with them, and they wanted the deal to come to me. So we worked hard to try and secure it with them. Again, it's JV funded. I'm really grateful for all of the JV partners that I work with. This is a model that I'm just replicating again and again. I'm finding JV partners that love holiday lets, that want to work with me. And we work together. These aren't just silent investors that give me money and I do all the work. They really help me out, which has allowed me to do more and more deals because they really are a working part of the business, and it's great to have them on board. And we purchased this for an unbelievable £140,000. And it's a massive building. It is in a bad state, it needs a lot of work, but this is going to be a luxury 7-bed holiday let 100 yards from my road. Now, it's in an Article 4 area, and because of the size and nature of the property, it's mixed use at the moment. It had a small shop on the front, which you can't see in the photo. So we had to go for planning permission, but we have that granted now. So there's already a huge uplift in value just having the planning permission to use it as a holiday let, which is great. So if we wanted to flip it, we could make a quick profit, but that's not our strategy. It's high cash flow and buy and hold for the long term. So it's around £200,000 refurb cost. Now, I've never tackled a refurb of anything like that size and nature. So again, my JV partner's got a lot more experience with that. It's really helpful to have them on board and help us get that through. But the NGDV is £500,000 plus. Now, at that sort of price point, if we do get that, and I really hope this happens, my JV partner, who's funded the whole deal, should get all of his money back. So at that point, we'll both be in this really great position of having no money left in the deal, with £35,000 gross income. That's each. This is just my share. So fantastic, and I really hope that he does get all his money out. And this is the last one. So this is Abbey Farmhouse. This is kind of the flagship property for the company at the moment. This is a grade 2 listed building, massive farmhouse. It's an 8-bed countryside retreat, essentially, in the Lake District. Absolutely fantastic. And this is a picture of my business partner, Jamie, who's also a deal sourcer. So this is one of my other amazing lessons. I teamed up with Jamie around a year ago, and he loves finding these things for us, and it's been great to collaborate with him, and he's taken the whole deal sourcing side of finding these properties away from me, and he does a fantastic job. It's hard to admit, but he does a much better job than I do at finding these deals. The first two you saw, I did find, but all the others that's coming, he does it all now. So we got this for £340,000, which is a great price for it. Again, mostly JV funded. We've got another JV partner, a different person. These are all different people that come and work with us. And he came and funded the majority of the purchase. And he's actually bought 2 other properties with us now. So if you find the right investor that wants to work with you, that's got great capital, you can really use that and grow together. So we've now got 3 together with this guy. And I really like him. He's a fantastic guy and great to work with. Again, £15,000 of my own money I sank into the deposit, but the JV investor, like I say, provided the rest. We've got a loan for £20,000 refurbishment. It is in a good state already, but because it's got such high potential for such high cash flow, spending that money was wise because we'll get it back in higher earnings throughout the however many years we decide to hold on to it for. And we got guests in within 2 weeks, which just shows you the quality of the place. We've had contractors in there, 7 of them, for 6 weeks now, so it cash flowed almost instantly. And my share alone is £40,000 gross on this one. So that's a great return on investment from me and all of our business partners. And these are our future deals. These are all what Jamie has found. I've got to give him a lot of credit here. There's another 8-bedroom holiday let in Cumbria. That's got an £80,000 gross income. The one in the middle is a no money left in 4-apartment title split. These are all within 2 or 3 miles of our key investment area. That has been secured off market. We're waiting for vacant possession, but we've put money down on that. We've exchanged already, so that is going to happen. There's a 10-bedroom guest house just around the corner from the apartment split, which is great. That's grade 2 listed as well. We secured that during the height of COVID, which was great because it was empty. So we managed to get a really good deal when people were trying to offload these properties when there was nothing happening with them. But things have taken so long to complete. It's now full. It's completely busy for the next few weeks, but we've still got that great price negotiated. It's a little bit of a challenge because we're now taking on a very busy guest house where we'd like to have taken on an empty one, systemize it, do the refurb, so we're going to have a process there. But still, that's a great deal. I'm looking forward to taking that on. It should be next week. And we've got another title split in a shop. It's 2 apartments above the shop. Again, that should be a no money left in deal. And a new glamping site, which I'm really excited about. Some of you here have invested in the glamping sites with me, which is great to have you guys on board. But we've got another glamping site with 5 or 6 yurts now total between the 2. So it's been great. It's been a really good year, and we've really looking forward to a very busy and prosperous summer, hopefully. So finally, my last tips as I wrap up, find the right JV partner is really powerful. I mean, I'm very happy to work along my JV partners. They've really helped me a lot, particularly Jamie, who's sourced all of these great deals for me. And if you've got limited time, team up. That does help you out. Make sure you pick the right strategy for you and don't be led by shiny penny syndrome, which a lot of us are guilty of here. I was one as well. It's very dangerous to go down these multiple different avenues, I think. Just do one strategy really well until you've nailed it. And never, ever give up. I was so close to giving up 6 months ago, and if I had, I wouldn't have achieved any of this. The fact I just kept on plugging away, and suddenly I got a change in fortune, and it started to happen. And have a really powerful reason why, that's kept me going. And the last one, my wife's been absolutely fantastic throughout. Through all the negatives, all the bad times, she's been there. She's been there to help me with the kids when I've been stressed and busy. So I think this will resonate with a lot of us. It's really hard to keep your loved ones on side when you're so dedicated to your business, but really try and find time to thank them, to reward them, to spend time with them. She's been absolutely fantastic, and I wouldn't be here without her. So you can do it, guys. You can do it. Trust me, if I can do it, you can all do it too. So thank you very much for listening. I really appreciate it.
I do hope you got massive value from watching this YouTube video. I'd encourage you to click on the link below to come and do the online training with me. And I've got another video lined up for you, which I think is also going to be really useful that you should watch once you've registered for the online training with me. So invest with knowledge, invest with skill. I'll see you very soon.